Welcome back. Another breezy evening for the desert Southwest, but thankfully not as strong winds in Yuma, but more of those winds are being felt in the Imperial County area. And as we look at our air quality, it's not looking terrible, but it is not looking the best either. So mainly we're seeing those moderate conditions more off toward the west. That's where those gustier conditions are. So for us here in Yuma, we're having a little bit of that moderate, but still nothing too bad out there, but still, again, not as great as we'd like it to be. So that's something I'll be looking out for the rest of tonight, but that's what our current air quality is looking as of now. And as we look at our winds for the rest of tonight, it is going to be breezy, and those winds will even linger into early tomorrow morning, but those winds are going to continue to decrease after midnight. But as you can see, those stronger winds will be still staying toward the west, and that's going to be the same setup come tomorrow. So as we look ahead toward tomorrow around our late afternoon and early evening hours, you can just see we are going to be breezy across the area, but thankfully it's nothing going to be overly gusty, but then the winds aren't going to be completely gone either, so it's just going to be breezy. So just keep that in mind for tomorrow. If you do have any outdoor plans, we will be feeling a little bit of those winds, and winds will even carry a little bit into our Saturday, but again, more of those winds will continue to favor the Imperial County area. So I'll be looking out for that for the next couple of days. And heading into tomorrow, temperatures are also going to be even cooler than what we felt today. So today we are actually in the mid-90s. Normally for this time of year, our average is 100 degrees. So tomorrow we're going to be even a little bit cooler than that, where I'm tracking our temperatures to be in the low 90s. So as you can see, early tomorrow morning we'll be in the low 70s. We'll rise into the 80s and then into the 90s. So we're not expected to go further that. So we're going to be staying away from the triple digits, which is pretty great, and we are going to be below average for this time of year. So we'll definitely take those cooler conditions. However, I am tracking the tropics once again. However, it is just going to remain a tropical storm. So this is Kenneth. As we look at the future track, it's going to continue to be further down to the eastern of the Pacific. So miles and miles away from us. It's not going to be coming here, so do not worry. But again, it will be giving us a little bit changes for tomorrow, and that does include extra clouds that will be rolling in our sky. So we will have mostly cloudy skies with us. So keep that in mind tomorrow. Not tracking any like heavy rainfall or extra moisture. However, we could experience some light sprinkles, but don't get too surprised if you do experience a light sprinkle, but then don't get too disappointed if we don't either. But it is something I'll be looking out for closely, but mainly we're expected to be pretty dry and just having extra clouds rolling in our skies before we clear out throughout the day on Saturday. And speaking of that moisture, as we look ahead at our future dew points, we are going to be pretty dry. And as you can see that heading into tomorrow, we will have those dew points mainly hanging out in the 40s, and then in the afternoon could even see some 20s out there. So like I said, we are expected to be pretty dry, and it'll carry even through the weekend. We'll continue to see dew points just like that hanging out in the 40s or so. So again, dry conditions will be with us, and heading into tomorrow, just those extra clouds and cooler temperatures. So looking ahead on our 8-day forecast sponsored by Polar Cooling, we are going to continue to have our temperatures be in below average, and then going into next week, we're going to see them warm up just a little bit. We will see those triple digits back, or at least for us here in Yuma, but as we look ahead over in the Imperial Valley, expected to still stay in the double digits, but it is going to be pretty close, upper 90s. We'll see a lot more sunshine going into Sunday and early next week. And then fall is just around the corner too, so our first official day of fall will be Saturday. So great start with those cooler temperatures.
Thanks, Melissa.